So I didn't attend Pokemon GO Tour in Los Angeles this past weekend, and I do feel really bummed out about that. I intended to go, I really did want to go, and I just could not make it. There was just a lot of things happening in real life, and it just caused me to miss out on this event. But from everyone that I talked to who did attend Los Angeles, they said that it was a lot of fun. In fact, some people who go to the live in-person events every year said it was one of the best Go Tour experiences they've ever had. So I kind of wanted to talk about this because for the past couple of weeks, I've been speaking kind of negative about the upcoming Go Tour global event, but I think maybe my opinion may be wrong based on some of the things that people have been saying and some of the things that they highlighted as a major plus with this year's Go Tour event. Alright, how's it going everyone? Jinsula here with a brand new Pokemon Go video. I hope your day is going really well, and let's get right into it. So this weekend is going to be the global Pokemon Go Tour event, and everything on paper seems to indicate that this year's Go Tour event is going to be a bit of a slight setback compared to previous Go Tour events. Of course, over the last couple of years, we've had some really great Go Tour events, with one featuring the origin forms of Dialga and Palkia, and then of course the one we had last year, which had the fusion forms of Kyurem. But this year, there really isn't many good offerings. Even though the Kalos region is home to a lot of very powerful legendary Pokemon and non-legendary Pokemon, it's not really giving us anything substantial, and I totally understand it, because when it comes to the Kalos region, they don't have any fusions. They don't have anything that really stands out when it comes to the Pokemon franchise. But there was something that was introduced actually at the end of last year, which is of course new Mega Evolutions into the Pokemon franchise. And they're all related to Pokemon Legends ZA, which takes place in the Kalos region. So I was really expecting this year's Go Tour event to feature something crazy when it comes to Mega Evolutions, and it seems like it wasn't really that. At least that's how I felt. It felt like they were introducing some new Mega Evolutions, but it wasn't necessarily that exciting, and it just kind of felt like a misstep. It just felt very disappointing. But from the people that attended the Pokemon Go Tour live in-person event in Los Angeles as well as Tainan, like, the feedback that I've been seeing is that it was overall a really good event. It seemed like for those people who have attended live in-person Go Tour events every single year, this year was actually really good. And the big thing that people are pointing to are the new Mega Evolutions as well as the new Super Mega Raids. It does feel like these new Super Mega Raids are something that will generate a lot of excitement within the Pokemon Go community. There are very difficult encounters. They're not something you could do with just one or two other people. And in general, there's a lot of interesting new raid mechanics that truly adds a lot of value to any Mega Evolutions that you do bring to those raids. And it just feels like it was something fresh. It was something that a lot of players felt like was very new with Pokemon Go. And even in past years, when we had the fusion forms of Kyurem as well as Dialga and Palkia's origin forms, it was just more of the same stuff, just featuring a new powerful Pokemon. Like, they were just basically legendary raids. Even the fusion form raids for Kyurem, it just felt like more difficult raid bosses. There wasn't anything special about them, there wasn't anything new regarding them. But this year with Super Mega Raids, it really felt like it was something brand new for Pokemon Go. I almost feel like this is the same feedback that a lot of people had with the first ever Wild Area event. Of course, that event featured Mighty Pokemon for the very first time, and that felt very fresh, that felt very new. And it feels like these new Super Mega Raids are exactly that. It's just a new form of content. It's a new thing for players to do. Of course, it is basically a new form of raiding content, which is old content, but a lot of players have been saying that it just felt like doing Super Mega Raids just felt very challenging. It felt very rewarding. It was something that really drove players to play together, and also just got a lot of players really feeling excited about the game. So maybe we're just all wrong. Maybe we're just looking at what's being listed on paper and comparing it falsely to previous years, mainly because of the Pokemon that are going to be available. But maybe it's not the Pokemon that matter. Yes, Victory Bell, even Dragonite, Malamar especially, they're not necessarily going to turn heads. They're not legendary Pokemon, they're just new Mega Evolutions. And aside from that, there really is no reason for you to go all out trying to get 100% IVs of these particular Pokemon. But I think that's not the point. I think the reason why players had so much fun with these live in-person versions of the Go Tour event is simply because of super mega raids themselves. So, you know what? I'm looking forward to this weekend. I'm actually looking forward to this global Go Tour event. Maybe it will be a pleasant surprise. Maybe it will be something that will be a lot of fun. I really do not know, but I really do like the feedback that I've been seeing. It does feel like this is going to be a really stellar event, and it's possible we're just looking at it incorrectly. So yeah, I just kind of want to share that. I really do think that for a lot of players, they've been feeling really good about Pokemon Go. I think they've been doing a lot of really good things, especially after Scopely Inc. took over. And I feel like maybe a lot of people were just assuming that the Go Tour event was going to be disappointing. It still could be, don't get me wrong. I mean, obviously I'm speaking about this before it actually happens, but the global Go Tour event, if it's anything like the live in-person events, I think a lot of players will be pleasantly surprised, and this will be just another case where Niantic is actually doing a lot of good things for Pokemon Go. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Now, another thing that I did want to mention is that this actually gives me a lot of pause when I create my content. I think it's very easy for me to be disappointed or to feel a sense of like, this is just old Niantic coming out again. Maybe this is something for me to actually think about. Maybe I need to look at things with a positive lens. I certainly have been over the past couple of years. I will say that ever since Scopely took over, and even just a little bit before that, it felt like Niantic was just doing really good things for Pokemon Go, and they're releasing a lot of exciting content, and they're doing a lot of really positive things for the player experience. So I've been actually very positive towards Pokemon Go, but I can definitely see those tendencies of being very negative. And yeah, this is possibly one of those cases where I didn't really give it a good look. I really didn't think of the Go Tour event as going to be successful. I've just been thinking about it in the lens of previous Go Tour events, which were really good, and assuming that this one would be the first time that they would have a huge misstep. But again, I really won't know for sure until this weekend. So for a lot of you who are feeling a little bit disappointed about this year's Go Tour event, I totally understand that disappointment, but let's reserve judgment until it actually happens. That's kind of the point of this video, I guess. So yeah, that's something that I think is worth thinking about. I think it's really cool that a lot of people had a good time, and hopefully you will as well if you did not attend the live in-person events and you're looking towards the global event. I think it's going to be good. We'll see. But yeah, that's essentially it for this video. There's nothing really else to talk about, I guess. Yeah, the Road to Kalos event has been pretty good. I played a little bit today, did a couple of raids. Yeah, definitely share your experiences down below in the comments. And also talk about everything that I talked about. Like, do you feel like this week's global, or this year's global Go Tour event is going to be good? Do you feel like maybe people are being negative for the sake of being negative? Or do you feel like there is merit to the disappointment? Definitely share those thoughts in the comments. Let's have a great discussion. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to support my channel, the best way you can do that is, of course, hitting that like button and subscribe if it's your first time here. Make sure you turn on that notification bell so you know exactly when I upload videos. And also check out the links in the description below. One of them is to my Patreon page. If you want to play Pokemon Go with me, if that is something that you want to do, then join my Patreon, because I add all of my Patreon members. Yeah, that's the main perk. So make sure you go and check it out. I'll put a link to it in the description below. And also I'll link to my Etsy stores down there as well. I'm creating a lot of products for anime and K-pop, and if those are things that interest you, make sure you go and check it out. Maybe you'll find something that you'll like. Definitely go and see. I'm creating a lot of stuff every day, and maybe you will see something that will really resonate with you. But yeah, that's it. I'm kind of rambling at this point. Yeah, that's the end of the video. I'm Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, love yourself today, and I'll catch you in the next one.